A girl hears strange noises in the middle of the night and looks around, only to find her pet has been burned to death. She's terrified. Suddenly, a figure appears behind her. Before the girl can react, she's dragged away from behind and tied to a chair. What shocks her even more is that her kidnapper is her neighbor, Jack. It turns out the girl had recently moved here for work on her own. She quickly found an apartment, and all the neighbors seemed very friendly. But from the day Lisa moved in, strange things started happening. At night, creepy sounds echoed through the apartment building. The next day, she received a warning letter, so she decided to move in with a friend. But before she could leave, the opening scene happened. Jack pulls out a syringe from a box. Seeing this, Lisa breaks free and escapes from the room. She runs down the hallway screaming for help, but the neighbors just stand there watching, letting Jack drag her back. When she wakes up again, she's been changed into prison clothes and locked in an empty room. The manager and Jack walk in and order her to face the wall. Lisa refuses this unreasonable demand. The manager brings in a man whose ears and eyes have been sealed shut. The manager tells her this is what happens to those who resist. So Lisa has no choice but to put her hands against the wall, maintaining the stress position. After several hours, she finally collapses to the ground. Two men immediately enter with torture tools. Ignoring the girl's pleas, they nail her hands to the wall. Blood flows down from her hands. Soon she even starts hallucinating. Desperately, she pulls her hands free from the nails and finally passes out. When she wakes up again, she decides to stop resisting. As soon as she sees the manager, she stands up on her own and puts her hands on the wall. The manager shows a kind smile, and the two even embrace. The neighbors come to care for her, bandaging her wounds and bringing clean clothes. Several women show her their own hands. They've all endured this torture before. Then they earnestly read the brainwashing materials. You think she's really given in? When no one's looking, she glances at a knife on the table, but One Eye gently shakes his head at her, telling her to wait for the right moment. Today, the girl officially joins the community. A man heats up a branding iron and burns it behind her ear. Then everyone comes over to hug and congratulate her. The final part of the ceremony, the manager marries her off to One Eye. On behalf of everyone, the girl has no choice but to accept, because the community demands unconditional obedience. Just as One Eye and the girl return to their room, the girl's father shows up at the door, wanting to take her home. But to keep her father safe, the girl has to harden her heart and send him away. Her father won't leave. The girl finally can't hold back anymore and hugs her father tightly. But at that moment, she sees the man raising a knife behind her father. She has no choice but to say even more hurtful things to anger her father. Her father finally leaves, and she's safe. This brilliant movie is called 1BR.